I'm Jason Gorber for ThatShelf.com, and we're here to talk about Downhill, Matt Fax and Jim Rash's sort of redux of Force Majeure, the Ruben Östlund film from several years back. Now that film, if you haven't seen it, it's extraordinary. This film isn't a remake per se, it's a reimagining. It sort of twists it. It definitely Americanizes it, but in many ways in a good way. A lot of that has to do with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who helped spearhead the project. There's definitely a lot more of the female, the wife character, the central female character in this film. That certainly shifts, and it certainly shifts in a more comedic, overtly comedic direction. The other one had a Scandinavian bleakness and certainly moments of dark horror and comedy playing out in terms of marital horror. But this one, obviously, by the inclusion of Will Ferrell as the father character, it takes it up to another level. There's a surrealism, a sort of playfulness in the dynamic between all the family members that really makes it a very, very dark comedy that has sort of dramatic elements as opposed to a drama that has very dark comedic elements. I think that actually works. The best solution I can actually make here is The Office. The UK version, people who are huge fans of that version, the Ricky Gervais version, were very skeptical when the American one took place, especially when you saw the pilot. It's like, this is identical. They literally shot for shot. And I had hoped that it would become its own show, and in many ways it did. In some ways, it's certainly less bleak than the British version, but it became something that was truly engaging. This sort of reimagining plays a similar tack, something that, frankly, takes nothing away from the original. This is clearly made by people who love the original, and if you like this one, go watch that one. It's as simple as that. If you don't like this one, still go watch that. Even they would say that what they were working from isn't just a complete sort of beat for beat translation, as it were, an anglicization, Americanization of what took place previously. Instead, we have something that takes the core idea of what happens when a parent abandons their family at the moment of deep physical harm, and sort of runs with that. And it does it in a way that's truly engaging. Look, there's some terrific lines in here, and I think that the performances really do elevate it. There's great moments of awkwardness and playfulness. And yes, if you've seen the original, you're constantly reminded about what worked so well in the other one, and it's just done, frankly, for a different audience. I think a lot of people, this film will simply not be for them. They'll much prefer the other vision. But I also think that many, many, many more people will have a chance to actually see this one and engage with it. And because of that, they'll find some, definitely sort of the DNA of the original in here. This is very much a child of the original film, something that takes the spirit and sort of makes it its own. And because of that, I think if you're open to this idea, or if you've never even heard of Force Majeure and you're just going in to see the latest Will Ferrell movie, I think you're going to find something that's actually really a lot of fun. And I was very pleased to see it here at Sundance. So it might not be a complete home run, but it's definitely engaging, worth seeing. And I think that some of the people who were sort of not inspired by it were going in with expectations that the film has to fit a particular mold. The way it plays out, I think it does so deftly. I think it's done with a comedic intelligence, and it's done with performances that are absolutely memorable. So that is Downhill, playing here at the 2020 Sundance International Film Festival. Please subscribe to this channel for plenty more videos. We're going to be doing a whole bunch from here. We have tons of coverage taking place on the website. It'd be fantastic. And please, if you visited, and please follow us on social media. Thanks so much, and see you next movie. Take care.